All right, guys. So we definitely need to talk about this. We're definitely finally going to be talking about Predator, Killer of Killers. This movie was. I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna get this right off the bat. This was probably my favorite. Not just adaptation, but including into the franchise because this goes into literally everything that a Predator fan would want because not only do we have three stories, it all collides into one big story. So you have the first one where it goes into the Viking era. You see the Predator ship go on Earth, and you have this one Viking character who she is wanting revenge on what happened to her family, and she takes her son with her. She takes her tribe with her. They eradicate all the enemies. The Predator's watching, and when she finally gets close to the one that destroyed her family, she takes him out. But then we see the Predator show up, and now he's been waiting for a good opponent, and he just eradicates her entire tribe, even her son, by using not only his strength but also he's missing an arm, but he has a some type of technology where he's able to use shockwaves to be able to go up against the Vikings. And what happens is she outsmarts him by taking him onto an icy lake and is able to outsmart him using all the things around her, being able to hopefully drown this predator, but then at the very end, being able to outsmart it and use its technology to not only get her to safety, but to also deliver the final blow and be able to kill this predator. And by the very end of it, you see where she is mourning her son, and then she's on a ship, and we're like, okay, what's going on? Then we go into the samurai, where you have these two brothers that are fighting for I'm assuming who is going to be the next one in line to lead their country. And you have where one brother goes against the other brother. One brother is humiliated in battle because he refused to fight him. He leaves. Years later, the brother that decided to take the throne gets anointed to become the new either the new shogun or the new leader. And then the one that was the other brother, he became a ninja. You go through where he's trying to get to his brother and be stealthy, and he's able to finally fight him off, and the predator's watching in Japan. And what we see is this predator actually, starts watching the fight, but then when the fight ends between the two brothers, which was very intense, by the way, and one brother seems like he may have lost his life by falling off the edge. You see where the other one starts fighting the predator, and this one not only has camouflage, the arm gauntlet, but also has another gauntlet where he's able to have like a very sharp chain go around and kill ones, and also with a spear and doing other technology and bombs. So he's able to pretty much eradicate all these guards by chasing the main brother. And when he's going through the roofs and everything, he's able to outsmart it, and he's able to go into a lake. But then by the very end of it, he sees that his brother's still alive, and he realizes that, hey, I'm gonna need help by taking out this creature, whatever it is. So between him and his brother, they're able to fight it off. They're able to kill it, deliver the final blow, but also he loses his brother in the process, because not only between their battle, but also the battle with this predator. And so then he is the one that is in this prison or whatever. And then we go into another story of a character by the name of Torres in Florida during World War II. He gets drafted, he becomes a pilot, and we see this massive air dog fight where these pilots are just getting eradicated, and we see a predator driving a ship trying to take out the pilots. And he finally figures out, okay, hey, there's something else up here, and he tries to let his crew know, but they're unable to know. And the predator just starts eradicating them by using not only blaster fire, but also with bombs, with the net, and also like a whip chain to be able to go through the planes and just destroy everything. Now Torres, he's able to figure this out. He's able to figure out that this thing is hunting by heat. And when he does that, he's able to talk to his captain. His captain gives him enough leeway, like, hey, take this guy out. And he's able to do that by not only bringing him into enemy territory with battleships, being able to do everything he can to give up the upper hand. And when he finally does defeat this predator, he goes back home. But then we see he is abducted, and he's been put in cryostasis for however long. He wakes up, he sees the Viking, he sees the samurai or the ninja, and he's trying to talk to them. He's unable to talk to them, obviously, but then when they arrive on the Yaja planet, it looks like they're finally on the Yaja planet. And the predators bow, showing respect because, again, they have a warrior code. They have a code of honor. But what we see here is that they the older predator, the king of the predators of all these tribes, show up, and we can see he's just humongous. He's got xenomorph tails going down his back for trophies. You see a queen xenomorph exoskeleton on him, and he's just like, okay, y'all are gonna fight. Whoever wins goes up against me. And he gives the Viking an axe. He gives the ninja a samurai, and he also gives Torres a flintlock pistol. Now, funny enough, this is the same pistol that we see in Prey, and then also in Predator 2 that Danny Glover's character gets. So he's trying to figure out how to work it, and they're able to talk through the uh, the braces around their neck because they're rigged to explode. Because they already did that to one predator that apparently shamed himself, and they were able to take him out. And they even go up against this massive creature, and they finally come with a plan of fighting together. And then Torres gets eaten by this creature, but he's able to survive. And they're able to come up with a plan to attack the predator, the king predator, be able to steal his ship, and try to escape. Things don't go that way because this predator is not only strong, but he's also wanting a fight. So he goes through by not only trying to kill each one of them. Torres goes in the ship. The samurai and the Vikings try to hold him off. Then, right when they're about ready to get on the ship, he throws his spear at them, and the samurai loses his arm, gets into the ship. The Viking, she's willing to sacrifice herself so that way they can get away. And she's able to destroy the spear gauntlet. And then by this end, they're able to supposed to get away, but she's even saying that they got away and now it's not going to work. And then by the very end of this, you see where the King Predator is saying, now we're going hunting. So you just see all these ships going after Torres and Samurai. And I'm like, oh, damn, like, here we go. Like, and then by the very end of this, we see the Viking Ursa in cryostasis yet again. We see other ones in cryostasis. Now, there's been rumors from what I've seen. One of the ones we saw looked like a human man. A lot of people are thinking it's Dutch. I cannot 100% confirm that. But the one we do see is Naru. The one we got to see in Predator that went up in Prey, that went up against the Predator. She was in cryostasis, and that's how it ends. So you left us on a big cliffhanger. I want more. I want more. Now, again, this is supposed to go with all the other Predators movies, right? We're supposed to be getting another Predator movie, Badlands, which I'm looking forward to. But now, if you continue the animated version of Predator, you could easily bring back other characters that have gone up against the Predator. Because at first, I thought they were going to put them on a planet like we saw in Predators 2010. And I'm like, okay, they didn't do that. So now that Naru has been taken, Torres was taken, the samurai was taken. What time frame are we really in right now? Because they were able to take these ones across time, the timeline in human history, and just hold them into a cryostasis. When they're ready to fight them, are ready, like, hey, you defeated a predator, you have our respect. But now we want to see how good of a killer you are because you went up against one of the best ones in the galaxy. So, from what I'm seeing, a lot of people are speculating: are we going to be seeing Dutch again? Are we going to be seeing Royce again? Are we going to be seeing Mike again, aka Danny Glover's character? Were they taken by the Predators? Because it would make sense. Because this would make a lot of sense. Imagine getting every single survivor that has gone up against a Predator or Predators, and even the female that was with Royce as well. Let's say she survived. Let's say they took them too and brought him to the Yaja planet and put him in cryostasis. And then by the very next movie, or one of the movies, or series, or whatever, we could have a war where we have all the main characters go up against predators like Torres, the Samurai, the Viking, Naru, Dutch, Mike, Royce. the other chick, whoever else that has defeated a predator. Guys, we are cooking. We are cooking for a Predator movie. We are cooking this year. I want more. I want to see more Predator. This this made me happy to be a Predator fan. This satisfied me to be a Predator fan. Prey was okay. The Predator could have been 10 times better. The AVP movies could have been 10 times better. Predator 1, Predator 2, awesome. Predators, amazing. Again, that movie gets a lot of heat, but it's still a good movie. I want more Predator. I want other kind of Predators. I want to see more Predators. We got to see their ships. We got to see them, their planet. We got to see other species. It makes me wonder what other species have they put in cryostasis, because you can just see there's plenty of pods holding some type of life form in this cryostasis. Because again, the Yaja have been around for however many years, and they keep going to Earth because humanity is always growing, right? And now that they have grown into such a vast civilization, it's like, let's figure out a better way. They learn every time they come back. Remember how we saw in not only the Predator movie, but we saw in Predators when oh man, what's his name? Oh man, I'm drawing a blank. Where he says they come back smarter, they change their tactics, they upgrade their weapons. And again, what's really crazy to me is we didn't see really no plasma weapons in this film. That's what really shocked me. So it makes me wonder, did it go through time frames of when they finally got their plasma cannons, or did they always have it? Because again, I know a good amount about Predators, but I need a recourse if that happened or not. Now, again, with the flintlock pistol, Naru had it first, or but this is what's weird: is Naru had it, then Yaja have it, and then the Predator gives it. One of the Predators gives it to Mike, but then in the comic, from what I saw, he got it from a pirate. If that's how he got the flintlock pistol. So it makes me wonder how they're going to combine all that in. But overall, I think Predator Killer Killers is an amazing film. The animation was good, especially with it being over here on the west side. But I did enjoy myself. I enjoyed myself. This makes me want to watch it again. The blood, the gore, the voice acting was amazing. Again, you can bring back characters. You can. In animation form, yes, because again, Dan Glover's gotten older, Arnold Schwarzenegger's gotten older. But again, we can bring back these characters. We just gotta do it correctly. So I'm probably gonna do another video about Predators at some point. I'm not sure when. But guys, what do you think about this? Let me know down in the comments down below if you guys seen this movie. Uh, what do you guys think of it? What do you think is gonna happen? What do you think is gonna happen in Badlands? Let me know, and I'll see you as always on the very next one.